You just got your brand new 2024 home and it kind of sounds like a gull wing? Stick around and I'll show you how to fix that. Welcome to Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve. Today I'm going to show you how to wake up your brand new 2024 Harley-Davidson. We've just recently added the 2024 Whiskey Fire Roguelite back here to our arsenal here at Sikbaggers, and we're going to start with doing a few simple modifications to this bike. One of the very first things that generally everybody wants to do is make their Harley sound like a Harley and not a gull wing. And today we're going to be installing the Tab Performance BAM sticks. Now these are the 4.5 inch, and I've selected the medium baffles to go on this bike. If you've watched our channel in the past, we've did several videos with the Tab Performance exhaust systems, and we absolutely love them here. Like I said in those previous videos, trust me when I tell you I have installed just about every make, model, exhaust on the market on motorcycles here in the shop. So I've literally heard them all. Now in the past videos, we've done the 4.5 inch BAM sticks and we've done the Tab Performance 50 cals, which I currently have on the 2015 Roguelite over here. So you can check out those videos on our channel as well. Now with the Tab Performance slip-ons, you do have interchangeable baffles. That's one of the things that I love about this exhaust. It's not a one-size-fits-all exhaust. You get it put on your bike and you're like, nah, that's all right. You can actually change the baffles in these, and they have several different baffles to choose from. Now if you want your bike on the louder spectrum, you're definitely going to want to go with the zombie baffle, and then they also have the medium baffle as well. Now I absolutely love the way that the zombie baffles sound, but for me personally, when I'm riding, I like that low end grumble rumble of those medium baffles. So when we picked out the exhaust for the 2024 back here, that's exactly what I got. Now the reason I went with the 4.5 inch BAM sticks versus the 50 cals, the 5 inch round, is because we're going to be doing stretch bags on this. When we're dealing with 50 cals and stretch saddlebags and stretch fenders, if you watch in my video on the 15 Roguelite, we kind of had to finagle that 50 cal to get it to fit in there with the Advan Black Color Match Dominator fender. Now that gave me a little bit of room, but the 4.5s definitely will fit most, if not all, aftermarket stretch saddlebags. Now that we have the 2024 model in here, you can expect to see a lot more parts coming out from Advan Black. So the parts that we currently have on the website at Advan Black that fit the 23.5 CVO and the 2024 are the color matched handguards, the mid-frame air deflectors, and of course all three sizes of our tour packs. You got the Razor, the chopped, and the king size tour pack. You have the mounting bracket and the docking system, all fit the 23.5 to 24 models, and we can get that from Advan Black right now, all color matched. We do have all of the new colors listed on the website. And stay tuned over on the Advan Black YouTube channel and the Advan Black website for new products that are going to be coming out for the 2024. So if you're just changing the slip-ons on your bike, this is definitely something that you can do at home. I'm going to walk you through it today. Maybe you haven't done it before, maybe you have. If you already know how to change your slip-ons and you're just wanting to hear the 4.5 inch BAM sticks with the medium baffles on a 2024, skip to the end of this video, and I'm actually going to do before and afters of the OEM pipe and the BAM sticks, and we'll kind of just go back and forth in the video so you can hear the two between cold starts, takeoffs, and drive-bys. I got you over here on the table so we can see what's inside the box. We're going to pull these bad boys out. So these are the 4.5 inch BAM sticks with the slash cut tips. You got a bolt here and a bolt here. They do have different tips for this, so you have to get online. You have to pick out what tip you want, what baffle you want, what pipe you want. Now this bolt and this bolt go to the tip. This bolt right here goes to the baffle. So later on, maybe you want the zombies, or maybe you got the zombies and you want the mediums. They're easy to change out. I've got videos on how to change out these baffles. Like I said, check out the other tab videos linked down in the description. The 50 cals, I actually show how to get these baffles out and put the other baffles in, but that bolt is going to release that baffle. So like I said, this is the slash cut tip. It's got the Tab Performance logo on this side, and you can turn this over, so you can install it hanging out of the back of your bike like that, or you can turn the tip over and have it coming out like that. Either way that you choose. We're going to leave it like this with the thinner end to the top so it matches the angle of the saddlebag. You can definitely tell on these which one is the right and which one's the left. On the Milwaukee 8s, the right hand side has a larger diameter on the inlet end that goes onto the header than the left side. Obviously the first thing we need to do is get our saddlebags off. So there's only a few bolts to take your slip-on off. You got a muffler clamp right here, and then you have the rear hanging bracket right here. On this bolt, we're going to use a deep well 15 millimeter, and on the back, it's going to be a 1/2 inch. So the first thing we're going to do is just bust this one loose. Back here on the back, you want to remove these 2 bolts. Now usually this left side slip-on comes off fairly easy. You can see right off the bat how easy that turns. We're going to give it a little wiggle, and we're going to start working it off the header pipe. Just like that. Now this one over here is going to be the exact same thing. Right here where the slip-on goes on to the header, you've got that muffler clamp, so we're going to bust that loose. Come back here to the 2 1/2 inch. Now this right side, looking at the back of the bike, can sometimes be a lot harder to get off, especially if the pipe's been on there for a while. If you have trouble getting this slip-on broke loose from the header, get yourself one of these rubber straps like this. You can get these on Amazon. You can pick them up just about anywhere. But you're going to loop this over. You're going to put that through the handle, grab it in the back. We're going to tighten that up, hold it with the handle, and we're going to give it a twist and see how that whole pipe just twisted. So now we know we're broke free from the header because it just spun on the header. So from here, you can kind of go in the back. You can give it a little push down, a little push up, a little push in, a little push out. You're kind of just moving the metal of the slip-on. You're not going to do anything to hurt that header pipe. Then we're just going to twist it and keep pulling backwards until it comes off. Just like that. When you put your clamp on, it's tight once you get it on there, so it's kind of hard to move once you get it on there. But before you put it on, make sure that you have the nut and the bolt orientated in the correct direction. So if you look at the pipe like this, and this is the top of the pipe, you want this, the bolt, going down. And you don't want it straight down, you want it down and a little bit of an angle so that this clamp right here doesn't hit the bottom of the swing arm. So if this is the top right here, you can see how I've got this angled like this a little bit. It's not straight down. I wanted to show you that now because once I get it on here, it's actually kind of hard to see that. Very easy to get this on. We're going to slide this into place. Going to push it up. We're going to make sure that our holes back here line up in the rear, and this also moves inside that rubber grommet. What's most important is getting this pipe straight. As you can see, once I have it on here, I can turn this pipe, and this is going to move because it's in a rubber grommet. So you could literally put the bolts in here, tighten this down, and you can still move this. So what I advise you to do before you tighten up that front clamp, go ahead and put these in. Put your top bolts in. You can tighten them down. You can leave them just kind of half threaded in. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to still be able to move this pipe. So what I'll do from here is go to the back of the bike and I will look straight down this because I can still move this on that header up there, right? So you want to make sure that this pipe is completely lined up straight. You don't want it in, you don't want it pushed out. And this is really going to come into play when you're talking about doing stretch bags and stretch fenders and fender extensions and all that good stuff. Because if you have a fender extension and a stretch bag, you've got this perfect little hole that this pipe has to set in. So it's very important to make sure that this is straight. And plus you just want it to look good going down the road. If you got one straight and one cocked out kind of goofy, well, it's just going to look goofy. Once you got the pipe exactly where you want it, reach up in here. We're going to snug that down. Once you get this snug down, you're going to torque that 38 to 43 foot-pounds right there. Let me step back here and run these back ones in. I'm going to torque that 14 to 18 foot-pounds. So that's the exact same process on the other side of the bike. The only difference on that side of the bike is the muffler clamp that's up here is a little bit closer to the swing arm on that side. So pay very close attention that you don't have that muffler bracket riding right on the bottom of that swing arm. Like I said, once you get it on there, it's tight to turn that. You really can't reach up in there and turn that with your hand. So you could take a flathead screwdriver, make sure that you're on the edge of that muffler clamp, get you a little hammer, rubber mallet, whatever, give it a little tap, and it'll actually spin that thing around. You want to get that clamp away from that swing arm. Once you get the pipes installed, before you put your saddlebags back on, I want you to take a clean, soft terry cloth towel, and some rubbing alcohol and get off any greasy fingerprints or anything that you may have got on the pipe. If you get this pipe hot and you've got fingerprint oils, grease, anything like that, it will cook into the coating. The most important thing is making sure that you clean the pipes thoroughly before you start the bike and run it. So we got her all cleaned up, got our bags back on. Now let's take it outside and see what it sounds like compared to the OEM exhaust. So that's it on the Tab Performance 4.5-inch BAM stick installs on a 2024 Road Glide. This is pretty well the same install for slip-ons for the Milwaukee 8 engines. The twin cam's not a whole lot different. It's pretty well the same too. It just has two of the same size pipes outside of the larger one on the right that comes on the newer Milwaukee 8s. So you can actually follow along in this video on an older style bike and still install slip-ons. Slip-ons is definitely something, like I said at the beginning of this video, it's definitely something you could do at home. You don't need to take this to a Harley or indie shop to have this done. One other thing I want to mention too is just because you changed your slip-ons doesn't mean that your bike needs a tune. All you did was change the slip-ons. You're not allowing more air in, you're not allowing really more air out, because you're still at this point still restricted by the catalytic converters and the headers, and then usually not a open air cleaner that comes on these bikes. So if you just want to wake up your Harley and make it sound like a Harley, this is the best way to do it. You don't have to worry about tunes and air cleaners and headers and all that good stuff. One other big key point that I want to talk about with the Tab exhaust before we wrap this up is the coatings on these things. Black pipes from a lot of the other companies, those black coatings tend to fade and get ashy over time. We've had the BAM sticks on our Road Glide for several years, still look black, still look brand new. All their chrome pipes that I've seen have immaculate chrome finishes on them, no dirt underneath the chrome. It's just a good looking pipe. Like I said, you can get this in chrome, you can get it in black, you can get different tips, you can get different baffles. Build them the way that you want them. If you want to hear the 4.5-inch BAM sticks with the zombie baffles, there's a lot of videos on YouTube you can check out and listen to those. We didn't get the zombie baffles on this one just because we knew we liked the medium sound. Nice, low, rumble, hard sound, and when you get on it, you can really hear the pipes. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I've installed a ton of slip-ons. Almost every brand that I can possibly think of, I've had in here and installed on a bike. The Tab Performance pipes have always done it for me since the first time I heard them, the first time I installed them. I was like a kid in a candy store the first time we put Tab Performance pipes on our bike. Absolutely loved them. If I've got a dual exhaust system, this is the one that I highly recommend to all of my friends, all the people around here. There's a lot of people around here running the Tabs. Our local Harley-Davidson sells the hell out of these things. So very, very popular pipe, and there's a reason for that. If you want to get your hands on a set of these, I'll put a link down in the description down below. Make sure that you check out that you're on the right pipe for your bike. Like I said, this is going to be over to the Milwaukee 8 slip-ons, but they have other versions on there as well. And not just for touring motorcycles, they cover other bikes as well too. Check out the rest of the website too, because they have other things just besides slip-ons. You know, they do have headers, they sell tuners, they've got the Assault air cleaner. We've actually installed that, did a video on that over there on the Road Glide ST, and absolutely love that thing. So make sure to check out Tab's entire website. I'm sure they'll have something on there for you. Like I said, links will be down in the description. I'm gonna get out of here, get myself cleaned up. I hope to see you in the next video, but until then, as always, be safe, keep your knees in the breeze. Hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out our videos today. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, hit the little subscribe button popping up over here. If you want to check out more of our content, I've got 2 videos right here that'll get you started. Not really gonna say anything else, just click one of those videos and take you to another video.